Okay, so this music is interesting. Alright. Switch the sound over. And game audio. Just a second. Have to. Alright, let's see. Set up. Now, check this. Make sure we're good here. Everything's good there. Transition over. And we're good. Okay. So let's take care of all of that. Go ahead and load the game. Now let's see. Where did we leave off? Oh, that's right. We just finished with Philia and Poe. So I have to go talk to people in Agil's house. Let them know what's going on. And then we can go on to trying to stop Poe's ultimate scheme. Yeah, she's fine. I saved Philia and took Poe out too. Took out Poe too. Actually, the thing is, there's another problem. Catch them up on the fact that Poe is set forth a very horrible update. Okay.
実際にホローエリアで審査されたデータがアインクラッドに実装され使用可能となっています。もちろん必要以上のデータ改変がないようリミッターはあるはずですが、それが作動しない可能性があります。そして推測ですが、このアップデートは実施されればかなり危険です。
Why is that? Can you tell us what you think makes it so risky?
はい、規模、データ量は全く異なりますが、ホローエリアは本来アインクラッドと対をなす未接続のミラーサーバーのようなものだと推測されます。このようなエリアはまだ点在すると思われますが、 75層のクリア時にこのアインクラッドとフォローエリアのみ接続され開示された可能性が高いです。本来フォローエリアのみに存在する AI データの ID がアップデートの上書きによりメインとなってしまうようなことがあれば、フォローエリアで起きたことと逆の現象がアインクラッドで起こる可能性があります。
Meaning that players with hollows in the hollow area would have the data forcefully erased.
そうです。おそらくプレイヤー ID が削除された上で同じ ID のフォローデータがアインクラッドに実装されます。プレイヤーが生存しているという情報は維持されるので死亡扱いにはならないと思いますが。
So though the real player would still be alive, their copied AI would be roaming around Aincrad instead of them. If that happens, it must be have some effect on their bodies back in the real world. Do you know what happens to players in the hollow area who don't have IDs?
想定される最悪なケースとしてはこちらの状況の方が深刻です。先ほどにもあったように ID の重複チェックシステムの認識が逆に働いてしまい、それを修復しなければならないエラーとして認識してしまうケースです。
So players who should be in Aincrad would get recognized as hollows that shouldn't be there and get treated as errors.
はい、本来アインクラッドにはフォローデータが存在しません。アップデート終了後、カーディナルシステムが大量のエラー修復のためプレイヤーのフォローデータを作成し、
Wow, that's crazy.
上書きしてアインクラッドに実装してしまう可能性があります。
Hollow data become people and people become hollow data. Nice, interesting reversal.
あくまでもこの状況下における最悪なケースです。実際にアップデートされるまでこの推測が正しいかお答えできません。パパ、お役に立てなくてごめんなさい。
You've been very helpful, Yui. Thank you.
ゆいちゃん、
Wow,
ありがとう。
that's a very crazy concept.
私たちがやることは一つね。
Yeah, the hollow Poe's last throw of the dice. We can't let it happen. We've got to stop that update from affecting Aincrad.
うん、絶対に。パパ、ママ、二人とも同じ顔してます。
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But really.
はい、すっごく頑張ろうっていうお顔です。
I'm so happy about that.
うん、だって私はキリト君とユイちゃんと現実世界に帰るって決めてるから。
Sounds like I will. That's why we have to do whatever it takes to solve the problem.
パパ、
So I wanted to talk to you about. Yes, Yui, what is it? I might be able to identify the location of the Central Administration Console. Are you sure? Yes, I was going to track down Poe's location using the Sky Caves console that Philia uncovered. I can use the same method. Of course, Poe would have to use the Central Administration Console to prepare for the update. Exactly. Alright, let's head to the Sky Caves console at once. We're here, Yui.
では早速調べてみますね。
Was there a chance we can get Poe's trail?
今、プーのプレイヤーデータを参照しているところなのですが、どうやらプーはパパを罠に陥れた後、大講堂の次のエリアに進んだようですね。
Does it mean that's where the Central Console is? Nope.
いえ、プー 次のエリアに行った後、寄り道せずにボスへ挑戦しています。そしてボスを倒した後、管理区に移動して、そこから数日間動いていません。
He was in the administration for a few days.
その後はフィリアさんがいた場所へまっすぐ向かったようです。
Doesn't look like he went anywhere particularly unusual. That's the most interesting thing about his movements were those days spent in the admin area. I mean, there's no way the council in the administration area should have had the update data.
もしかしたら行為ユーザー権限を使ってプーが隠蔽をしていたのかもしれません。
Right, I guess that means we should take another look at the council in the admin area.
はい、パパ、すぐに向かいましょう。あ、キリト。
Hello, Philia.
あれ？その女の子は？
That's right, you haven't met Yui. Before you, Philia. Before I have you, Philia. Even though we've talked about her plenty of times.
あ、もしかしてその子がユイちゃん？
Yep, that's Yui.
はじめまして、フィリアさん。ユイちゃんがいろいろ調べてくれて、私を助けてくれたんだよね。
Actually, right now, we're just looking for central console. So we can get rid of your error and put a stop to the update plan.
そうなんだ。いろいろありがとうね。私もみんなもフィリアさんがアインクラッドに戻れると信じています。必ず向こうへ帰りましょう。そう言ってもらえて勇気が出てきちゃった。絶対帰ってみせるね。
Has anything changed since the last time you checked?
一見すると特に変化はないですね。じゃあここには手がかりはないのかな。あ、ちょっと待ってください。
What's up, Yuri?
コンソールメニューの深い場所に管理区の地下に関する項目が出現しています。
There's this underground sector. Does this place have a...
はい、中央管理コンソールは管理区の地下の最葉部に設置されているようです。本当に？
So let's head down there so we can put a stop to the update plan and get rid of Philia's error. But why couldn't we have found this place when we were looking for it before?
やはりプーが行為ユーザー権限を使って隠していたのかもしれません。じゃあプーがいなくなったからその項目が復活したのかな。その可能性が高いと思います。
Okay, now we know where we're going. Let's head to the basement area right away.
あ、パパ、すみませんが話にはまだ続きがあります。管理区の地下に入るにはある条件が必要なんです。
Alright. What am I missing?
実はこのホローエリアの全エリアのボスを倒さないと入ることができないんです。
Okay.
はい、プーも全エリアボスを倒してから中央管理コンソールへ向かったようですし、抜け道はないと思います。
So we can't go to the basement for a while then.
でも管理区の地下に中央管理コンソールがあるって分かったし、そこへの行き方も分かったんだから大きな前進だよ。
You're right. We might be taking things one step at a time, but at least we're heading in the right direction. Okay, let's head for the Sky Caves area, everyone.
うん、頑張ろうね、キリト。
Alright, Yui. Administration area underground now available. This is a warp. A warp area. Should be this is a warp area. And it will take you to the administration area's underground entrance where the council's located. I see. So this is how we get there. Now that we know how to get to the underground of the administration area, it's time to face the area boss. Maybe we should head back to Sophia and let everyone know about what we discovered here, Daddy. Maybe you're right. Only you and Austin know about the update plan. I should tell the others too. Alright, I'll head to Aguilar Shop and let everyone know. Next chain of the story.
Kirito-kun, minna atsumatta yo.
Oh, look. Good. Thank you for coming.
あんたがこうやって呼び出すということはかなりの大事件だね。例のホローエリアについて。
That's right, Shinan.
何が起きるの？
There's a large-scale update targeting everyone here in Aincrad.
アップデート？何ですか？何がアップデートされるのかな？
The person behind it was the leader of Laughing Coffin, Poe. He was pulling the strings all along. He used the Hollow Area's systems to put his plan into action.
じゃあみんなで逃げないと。計画が実行される前にみんなで街の中に入るのはダメなんですか？
Unfortunately, being in a safe zone won't save you from this.
そんなのってありなの？どういうことよ？
She's so excitable. Can you give an explanation, Yui?
はい、パパ。
And bring all of them up to date. So that's what this means is. So what this means is, if the update goes ahead, we're all in big trouble.
確かにどこにいてもデータを上書きされたらおしまいね。
Exactly. That's why we have to stop the update before it happens.
ということは止める方法がキリト君には分かっているの？
Yes, thanks to Yui, I do.
それならまだ可能性はあるのね。やるしかないわね。やらなければ終わりなんだから。うん。私にできることがあったら何でも言ってよ、キリト君。はい。オレンジギルドの人なんかに負けません。キリトさんがいればきっと大丈夫です。武器や防具はしっかりメンテしてよね。出かける前には必ずうちの店に顔を出すこと。それと他の人にはどうするの？
Well, if anyone finds out, there'll be massive panic. So, I think it's better if we keep this just between ourselves for now.
そうね。
I guess I shouldn't tell Argo, although I'm sure she would spread sensitive information like this.
そういえばずっと気になってたんだけど。
What is it, Laz?
アスナはどこに行ったのよ。ずっと姿が見えないけど。
Oh, I've already spoken with Austin and Yui. Right now, they're...
ちょうどお話も終わった頃かな、キリト君。
Yeah, I was just wrapping it up. Perfect timing.
はーい、皆さん。今日はママの作ったごちそうですよ。
They were cooking.
まったくいきなり言われても食材揃えるのが大変なんだがな。
ごめんなさい、ヤギルさん。
俺はどっちかっていうと作戦会議に参加するべきだろう。
仕方がないだろう。食材を集めるにも人が必要なんだ。
Yeah.
クラインのおかげで美味しい料理ができたわ。ありがとうね。
ああ、アスナさんに頼まれたら断れないからな。
しかしいいのか、こんなにのんびりしてて。
アインクラッド全体に影響を及ぼすデータの実装となれば、早くても数日の時間がかかると思います。
そういうことだったら焦るよりもしっかり準備を整えないとね。というわけで私とエギルさんが腕を振るいました。決起会ということで今日はたくさん食べてね。
美味しいですよ。うわー、すごいごちそうです。
これはまた豪勢だね。お代は当然キリト持ちなんでしょうね。
I guess so.
キリト君ありがとう。いただきます。
Alright. Okay, everyone, eat up. The assault starts tomorrow, and we're going to need your strength. These stories are rather long sometimes, so. Can I ask you something, Yui?
何ですか、パパ。
When I met Poe in the hall area, he wasn't like the other AI players. He had a really clear sense of self. He was self-aware, I guess you could say. Or is capable of that thing. Of that kind of thing.
システム的にはノーです、パパ。ただ、もし可能性があるとすれば、感情データが AI に影響を与えているパターンです。
Ocean data.
はい。ナーブギアは装着者の感覚や運動に関する信号だけでなく、感情も読み取ることが可能です。その感情データはカーディナルシステムが常にモニタリングしています。私は本来そのモニタリングデータをもとにプレイヤーのメンタルケアを行う存在でした。
This information that players provide that detailed.
はい、パパ。信号を発したプレイヤー ID はもちろん、発生した時間や場所、その時保持していたアイテムに至るまでカーディナルシステムのモニタリングは行われています。
I see, and the AI data in the hull area is made using this information. So if, let's say, for some reason a player's emotional data was saved,
さすがパパですね。私が言いたかったのもそのことです。収集される感情データの多くは恐怖や悲しみなどの負の感情でしたが、中にはパパとママのように安らぎや喜びなどの特別な感情も存在することが確認できます。そして時には予想もしない感情データも。
okay. So the reason the Poe and Hollow area is self-aware is probably because the real Poe's emotional data is being used, and the real Poe is somewhere in Aincrad.
少しはお役に立てましたでしょうか、パパ。
Yes, you're very helpful. What's so special about his emotional data that it's been stored in the cardinal system? Maybe it's his lust for blood or the joy he takes in killing people. Well, Poe, there's only one thing to do. That emotional data of yours is going to have to be destroyed. Yeah. Finally, we're free!
キリト
No! I am not talking to you today. It's okay. We're going downstairs. Not talking to you either. Today's goal is to clear oh, great. I guess all that's left is to take care of the boss. Where in the world could it be? That reminds me, I heard Poe talk about the boss in Gear that passes judgment on bad people. You know where, yeah, do you know where? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get to the prison where the boss is by going through the ruins at the center of Gear. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Okay. Oops. Yep. Come on. I've done the rest of this with you, so you might as well come with the rest for the rest of this mess. So, boss. That's where I want to go. So, I guess here's the closest point. And we're going to wait, I think, yeah, that's what I wanted. Let's teleport crystal. And make sure chat's working. Yeah, looks like chat's working. Okay. Hi, Zune. Let's do this. Okay. Do that. Oh, I missed. I messed that up horribly. It's definitely an issue sometimes. Okay, so we need to do what? It's this way. Nope, don't need that. I think it's the exit I want. Nope. Where is it? It's hard to remember. Map. Let's see here. Maybe it's this one over here. I have it. I don't think, no, not that one. It's a bit of a nuisance. That's it. Oh, we're in the right area now. So I guess it's just a straight shot through. Maybe. Okay. And what level is this one? Yeah, that implementation is not quite done. I think. So we're looking for Vade. Okay.
行こうかしら。
Okay, so open door. Works for me. There's two guys in here. Oh. What if that counted as an evade? There we go. There we go. I didn't want to use that, but it worked. Okay, suck us on the next zone. We're getting there. We just have to, let's see, 6 string the straight shot. Okay. Is it really just straight shot all the way down? Teleport. All right. The bottom of the. Oh my goodness. Soulless Reaper. Are you kidding me? I want to. Dex. Agility. That's nasty looking. Maybe I should have used the... which one is it? The... Champion's Crystal, that's it. Oh yeah, get out of there. Oh, hell. Philia died. We've got the levels to do this. We just have to be careful. Now, before we go down, what we want to do is we want to prop up. Recover item drops, recover crystal. And that is like everything I have. Alright, here we go. And this thing is so horrible. I mean, it's got 4 sides. I just need to just keep hammering it, that's all. One bar. Almost done with the first bar. Just have to keep hammering it so that it can't recover. It's just the way it works. Right, so that takes care of its work. Down to yellow bar. There we go. Oh, ow. Come on. Oh, wow, that hurt. This must be its second pattern. It's glowing red now. So it went to the second pattern before it hit the red line. which is kind of unusual. They normally don't go to their second pattern until after. Ow. Oh hell. Alright, here we go. Oh, thank you. Okay, there we go. There we go, got stunned for half a second. Now I can get back into a chain attack with them. Almost dead. Come on. And that's it. Okay, that was a little rough. Not too bad though. The only reason it beat me the first time is I didn't have my buffs up. Yep, we managed. It was a rough fight, but we managed. We did a lot better than the first time we fought it together. Actually, it was the same enemy type that we fought back then, wasn't it? But we are way more in tune with each other's fighting styles now, so much that we can't even be compared. You think so? Maybe when I was able to be of little help to you? A little. Couldn't have made it without you. Thanks, Philia. Why is it all of his girlfriends seem to think that they're useless to him when they're really not? So strange. Just it's a bad writing trope that everybody thinks they're useless most of the time. Let's check out the new year. It's a little silly. So if we look at the map, oops, no, I don't want this one. We are here. So the next zone will have the save point. Oh, wait. Considering we had a Soul Reaper. I don't know what the last boss is. But it's probably going to be problematic and troublesome. I'm guessing we have to climb out of the hole, aren't we? So far, we're okay. It's like one of those big winding wheel jobs. So that's good. And there's the exit. So this is literally a straight shot up. Not too bad. Getting down was a pest, but getting up wasn't too bad. Okay, so I'm assuming we're gonna have to. So it's a 15, so that's good. It's just one. There we go. Now, how close are we to 16? Pretty close. We'll make 17 in pretty short order. Don't know how quick, but it should be pretty quickly. We need about 10 kills or so. Oh, there's a chest over here. I do want to open that. But since we're trying to pull through just the story, spending 3 hours grinding is not deplorable, but it's not the best way to spend our time. Okay, so we go from here to the next zone, and we'll have a waypoint there. We have to get that north door. You know, it is a hollow mission with these gnawing ants, but I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and... They're fading out. They're running out already. Right? Okay, so. Yeah, so quick. Oops. So, I actually am gaining evasive actions as we go here. Let's see. Look and see if there's any chests. Because chests are really what we need at the moment. The swords I have are from probably 5 or 6 levels ago. And the armor's the same. So we don't really want to have really old gear. Nope, nothing there, okay. Look at... This is a pretty zone. I forgot about this one. It's like an enchanted forest feel. And the music matches it really well. Well, I like to... I just commented that way. We walked into a storybook or something. It's pretty gloomy. There's probably a witch living in this forest. Hey, now Kirito, stop saying such things. Such scary things. Scary things. Sorry. But you know, if it isn't a witch, I have a hunch there's something sinister lying in wait here. The problem with your hunches is that they always turn out to be correct. Alright, let's be careful. Yeah. Alright. No. That's what we need though. So in order to get where we're going, I don't know if we will need to go somewhere. Don't know where though. Looks like Secret Sword's got a thing on it. So let's go check out the little blue dot at the Secret Sword. Okay. Stray blob. Oh my goodness. You're ugly. What's that? I have no clue. Queen Amadisar. Amadister. Amadister. Boss. Oh, the area boss already? No kidding. We're gonna have to fight it at some point anyway. Let's do this, Philia. Okay. Did not expect the area boss to be in the first zone we got into. Okay, so the queen here is not much harder than what we were fighting before. Ouch. It's actually not too bad. Ooh, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, wake up, wake up. There we go, stunned. Pull out. Now that did not get rid of the bleeding, but it did get rid of this one. Wow! She really does hit hard, doesn't she? Nope. Well, that hurt. Okay, that was so let's go through the story again. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we have an interesting problem because we are in a bit of a need for a few levels. Let's see what the underground does. Maybe we can get some levels down here. Okay, I remember this place. I know, we need to kill her off before we can get down here, okay. I forgot about that. Duh. Alright, so we need some levels. Map. Well, I guess we can go down to this area. Down to the abandoned area. We are teleport to another area. Furnace cage, yes. That's where we are. So we were down here. And if we just go through this door over here, and then we go through the door down here, we can just go through the door over here. Let's go straight south. Oops. And go down here. Alright, so this is the area we were in before, when we couldn't quite get past it. So, that's a high level area. That's higher than me. I wonder how high that is. Probably in the 40s. What is this? It's okay. These 96s aren't really giving me enough experience, but we need to get down to the bottom. So that we can move to the next area. It's the hard part. Oops. This is an empty room. So this way. Let's see now. There's a chest over here. I don't think it's got anything in it that's particularly useful. What in the world? These guys are just persistent. See, this game was intended for the player to be working all the storylines kind of in parallel. So anytime your friends did the, hey, I want to talk, it was really meant for you to stop and talk to them. Instead, because we were trying to focus on just Philia's story, we didn't do all that. And because we didn't do that, we're a few levels behind where we probably are supposed to be. Super regenerative metals. Super regenerative metal. And it's dying like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, you're not very regenerative, are you? open chest. One-handed sword. Knife through. Okay, so that apparently has some serious respawn rate. If nothing else. Got a quick respawn. What is that? We'll go up the pillar of fire here in the volcano center. And I think it's the south one we want to go in order to get to the next zone. Since that's what we're trying to do. We get to the next area. And then move on from there. Okay, so what's this one? Oh, this is... Okay, this is actually a boss down here. And last time I came through here, he was really tough. But what made him tough was that he was, he had fires under his butt. And it wasn't one of them. Insect that's stuck here. Should I explode it? Yes. So now it's free. Okay. And I think this might take us where we want to go. To the actual exit. Right. Dodge them. Alright, let's walk past the super ticks. Oh, that's right. Hey, come on. Come on, try and hit me. This many people? This many people trying to hit me? I'll finish this research up in a heartbeat. So, might as well take advantage of it. And finish the research. Thank you. And then once I leave the zone, I'll be able to pick a different research topic. Let's see how we got that real quick. There we go. And that'll take us out to the next zone. And we'll pick a new research topic. Alright. Thank you. Another person wants to talk to me. Look, Leafa. Okay. Now, implementation chart. So what's this one? Burst attack. That's easy. I just have to kick off a burst attack while I'm in a hollow mission. Like on a boss fight. So this guy should be easy compared to the queen. Prelude to Eruption. Flaming Mines. Thank you. Oh wow! Get out! Get out! Oh my goodness. It knocked me out of combat and then wouldn't let me. Move because I was stun locked. There it goes. So this is just going to be a pain in the butt fight. Come on, move, move. Thank you. Thank you for stopping the stun lock. So it's gonna breathe on me now. Okay, there we go. Now we've got it into a chain. That's what we need. I'm leaving. So once it hits that circle word, it'll spread out and just stun lock me. Ow. It's not that he does a lot of damage, it's just the stuns are horrible. And keeping the skill chains going. Through it is Come on. Run, Philia, run. That's it. We lost Philia. They're not exactly easy bosses. Yeah, we know. We'll try this one more time if we can't get past it this time. We'll just go somewhere else and just grind. I mean, I know where we can grind. It's not a problem. I said it's not hard, it's just you gotta get into a rhythm with it. And hopefully this is just one of those things that you have to avoid. There it goes. It's this ring. And Philia's gonna die because she won't heal. Wait, that healed me, not her. I can't heal her. So that's the problem, is she has the ability to heal. But for whatever reason, she won't heal during this fight. So it's going to take a lot longer to wait for her to actually heal. Here, she won't heal. Kind of wish I was actually a ranged character. Come on. So she's got health back, so.
ちょっとピッチみたいね。一緒に攻撃だよ。覚悟しなさい。
Come on. There we go. Can't stun the enemy. This one can't be stunned. I can't try. Okay, first bar down. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe we can. Oh, darn it. Nope, we're done. I got locked in a chain I couldn't get out. So yeah, we're just not able to deal with that. So what we'll do is we'll use a teleport crystal. Point teleport crystals. Don't get it. I can't teleport half the time. Alright, so. Yep. And I don't have, like, the fire resist in order to the sun resist and the fire resist in order to be able to beat it quickly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back out. Excuse me. And then we'll go somewhere. We'll go back to the Sky Cave. Down into the pits there, and we'll level up down there. That's a good area to level up in. They're all, you know, mid-late teens, early 20s. And since we need to gain a few levels, there really isn't a better place. At the moment, anyway. At least not that I can think of. It doesn't mean there isn't a better place. I just can't think of one offhand. I mean, it's like mobs like this that are just kind of hit and miss. That are really good to fight. But as a standard difficulty. Actually, yeah, so what we'll do is we'll teleport up here. Teleport to another area. Oh, wait, we're gonna do that. No, not that. Not that. Go back. And implement. Implement this one. This is what we're working on. Should be testing this one. It's fine. I think we want to go to this area. And then hollow map. Is this one? Oh, it looks over here. It's right here. There's a mission over here. We can go do that. And that'll help. The 6 sentient treasures. I don't know how hard this is. About to find out. Come on. I don't know why they made that so slow. So it's just got. Okay, so this one's got poisonous gas. Not exactly hard. Now where's the experience one here? That's what. Alright. Maybe we can get some gear. Okay, magic utility potions. Right, that's a big deal. So these are, 110s. Seems like a decent experience. 500 experience points. It's not fantastic. Really need to be fighting like 120s, but it's a at least something that's worth experience points. Better than those 96s. I'd have to kill like thousands of those. Okay, so let's go this way. Okay. Not sure what this guy's deal is, but he's not gonna live very long. Looks like they breathe fire. So that's not too bad. At least you didn't have to clear her up. But it's okay. Because we can get these chests, and hopefully there's something better than just medicine in them. These hellish dual hands aren't helpful. There's a mimic over there. Now, there is the treasure room, the vault. And that had a lot of mimics in it that were way over my level. At the time. Now, these are 122, so that's actually useful. And what a good experience out of them. However, something's beating the hell out of me in the rear. Probably that Doulahan. Getting a crit off. That was the chest. Because it wasn't stun locked. Because the dual hand's not doing much damage. Just the dual hand. There we go. Alright. So now we can go back to that room. I think that's one more. Yeah. Because if you can't stun lock them, they can get their heavy attacks off. And that can hurt when there's more than one higher level hitting you with heavier attacks. Mobilizing crystal. Okay. Again, not helpful. mean, I like the levels, because we're getting decent experience out of them, but... That's the only good thing here. So yeah, the grind in this game can be intense. In fact, some of the highest level areas you actually can't get to until you've defeated all the hall area. So it's all open to you. And then you have to be like level 150 or 160 in order to beat the Guardian boss that unlocks that area. And then you get into the actual high level quests. Oh look, a katana. Those guys are higher level too. See, I don't mind taking these guys on, but taking on 3 or 4 significantly higher level characters is not a good idea when 2 can easily kill you. So far you've gotten a couple of items that are potentially useful. Most was just these potions though. So let me go to equipment. Let me just go through real quick and see if I've gotten anything better. Let's do that. Okay. So we had 1 upgrade sitting in there that I had not applied. It's not exactly a good thing. Well, it's a good thing that I had it. It was a good thing that I didn't have it equipped, but it's not enough in order to bring us up to where we need to be. Even though I leveled to 17, it's still not going to be quite enough. We actually need some gear upgrades. Or that katana that I picked up. That's good. But my experience potions ran out. That's not good. Both of my experience abilities run out. So there is nothing here except for a dude. Sorry dude, but I need your experience. Then we'll go on from there. Working through the rest of this room. Thank you, Rich. Has any of this counted towards? Burst attack's done. What's this one? Clear a hollow mission with 3 or less risk. Cooperate with partner for chores. Okay. Chain sword skills. So in order to do that, we're going to have to leave and come back into this zone. I can dig that. Let's do that then. What we can do is we can just dump down here real quick. And then change that to thank you. Now, go to implementation, chaining skills. And then we go back into this area. And so we don't want to actually clear this hollow mission, because it's a really good hollow mission. I mean, we want the sentient treasure for the swords, but we really don't want to necessarily get the spear or the axe. You know, the sword and the axe ones we really don't want to obtain. But I don't know if I can actually do this one. I hope I can. And it said skill chain twice on the screen, so hopefully that means that we actually finished that particular hollow implementation. So we'll check it. Yep, we're done. So we'll leave. Some of these easy ones, you can just rack up in areas like this while you're grinding up levels. It's really good. It's really good for it. It's kind of what it's designed for. Switch with the partners. Switch to your partner. Okay. That's easy to do. I just wish it didn't take so long for them to do the hollow mission intro every single time. So that would be it. And that takes care of that. So with these, so the question is, I'm sure somebody's asking out there, is what do the different implementations do? Well, each one does something different. And the switch availability implementation actually makes it so that you can switch a little faster. Some of them, like the evade test, actually improves your evasion rate, and so on. So these types of things are important if you really want to master everything. So here's the last one. So this is the last one of this chain: improving spirits and optimizing partners. Test information. Following on from the chain behavior, we require use good command one time. Woohoo. No restrictions, just need to be in hollow area, and there's a hollow point reward for it. But we want the hollow point awards because those make, when you do those, it raises the hollow area difficulty each time you raise that tier. And we want that. We need that. Completing hollow missions is how you raise that up. So what we need to do is we need her to do anything like that. And now that particular one's done. And you can move on to the next particular bit of so like I said, some of these advancements are really, really simple to do, and some of them are a little harder, like the perfect dodge or keeping your risk under 3 or something like that, when they don't even really explain how to keep your risk down to begin with. And I don't remember off the top of my head, so I'd have to look up those particular ones to remember how to do them, or I just have to sit there and argue with it for a while. Okay, so this particular part of this tree is done. Actually, this particular tree is all but done. So, see here, you complete the hollow mission with 3 or less risk. And I have to look up how to do that, and I'm not going to do that on the stream. There's really no point to that. So, what's this one? We are assessing the ability effectiveness of burst attacks. Execute a specific number of burst attacks in actual combat. Perform a number of burst attacks. Okay, so let's do this one. This one's easy. And it also will be in the zone for a while with this particular one. we didn't get as far as I was hoping today. I wanted to get through the next boss and unlock the last area today, but unfortunately, because we're gonna have to level up. Oh, see, it's in the back. It's not kick off the burst attack 40 times. It's do 40 attacks on your burst. So it's now up to 13 already. So if you just wait for our burst meter to go up a little bit. Now up to 21. We have to wait for the infernal range to have its timer come back. Because it can be attack, it's got a timer on it for recast, so we have to wait like 20 or 30 seconds before it will go into effect. And that's fine. Snap to 27. And like I said, we'll get to the 40 relatively easily. It won't take long to do that. We just have to grind that up a little bit. However, I will look to see if I can find my leveling guide. Because I wrote one up for myself when I was playing through this game the first time. And I don't know where it is at the moment. Because that would be useful if I actually knew where that was. Because I'd be able to know where to go to get a lot of level 20s. So that's really what we can use right now is some 18 to 20s. I don't remember where that's at. But these, you know, around level 10s, they're low, but they are profuse. And because this is a fixed event, I can do my implementations here while we're at it. Which is a good thing because that allows us to unlock other things while we're at it. Now I can't rely on burst attacks here. I have to actually use the harder attacks. There we go. Alright. So that's the whole lower section open. And we're not going to go into the upper section, because doing so would mean accidentally completing the quest. And we don't want to do that, because this is a probably one of the best areas. I bet that implementation's done, isn't it? Yes. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our next implementation queued up. And go from there. Thank you. We're just going to perform implementation using the admin console. Yeah, we are aware. Now what's the next one? Let's see. This actually unlocks an ability. See, here if you look at the bottom, it says Temperance Burst improves attack when using burst attacks while lowering standard attacks. Recast every 120. You can recast in 240 seconds and to give 50 SPs. So this is a new ability that I'll get that I can slot. Perform a number of burst attacks. Okay. It may take a little while, which is a good thing. But it will benefit us greatly in the long run. And we'll see what goes on from there. Okay. So in order to keep your risk down, you can't do anything major. Using sword skills, doing a burst attack, it seems, all raise your risk, which means that if you wanted to do that one that you have to complete below a risk of 3, you pretty much have to rely on your partner to do all the work. And using switch to ensure that your risk will stay as low as possible. So I'm already up to 63 of 100, and I wasn't really trying. What if these medals are higher level? A little bit. But that's okay. See, now it's 75. It's a sad thing, but it will work to our advantage. And I don't know where we're at now. 77. That was interesting because those only were burst attacks and yet it was counting. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure. Sometimes I don't understand how they declare things, because they will sometimes count or not count events that they say they should count. And for example, the attacks in this case that count are the ones that actually trigger a burst. Not the burst itself. It's kind of strange, and it's worded really badly. Now, I don't know if the bad wording is because of the translation, like it's just a bad translation, or if it was this poorly worded even in the Japanese version. From their perspective, naturally. So, it's possible that it was just badly worded all across the board. Now, next on the list is perform a number of burst attacks again. And this one is perform 400 burst attacks. And this is to perform a number of sword skills. See, this one won't take very long. Never mind. That 400 burst attacks will take longer. Because that sword skill one, you just go to any boss and just spam sword skills and you're good to go for like the whole time. It's horrible. Because you have to do sword skill burst attacks. Hold on. parameter changes testers or contribute to the data. Effort to ensure adoption of this technique for a number of burst attacks. See, this is one of those that they don't tell you. This is burst attack influencing gear versus temperance. Hold on. So, I think we need a different burst attack. Influencing gear is what it says. So, I'd say this one. This one does a super armor. So let's try this particular burst attack. Well, that didn't do either. Okay. Let's try this one. This one does a super armor and it does a defense down. So let's see if that had any effect. Nope, it didn't affect. Paralysis, high accuracy, AoE, inflicts attack down, darkness, strong attack, high accuracy, special skill, nightmare rain, high accuracy. Try this one. Okay. I do want to check skills though. I have 13 points. Good. So I can't open Eclipse, and I can't open Nightmare Rain. Rain's 12 points, Eclipse is 14 points. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here since I don't know how to do that implementation. And we'll pick a different one. Because I don't want to sit here and not make progress on something. What's this one now? Exact attacks. Perform a specified number of sword skills. Perfect. We'll be at that a while. And that's actually a good one because it allows us to oh, I bumped my mouse. Hold on. Waiting for my screen capture program to come back. Come on. Oh, crap. Did it again. Alright. There it goes. Sorry about that. Stun the enemy, don't care. Get in there. Oh, we can go there. So that should have counted. Right? Yes? No? Checking. Oh, it's an OSS, never mind. I don't have OSS yet. I misread that. OSS, the original source goes, and this is not, what they did in the anime, where the characters can create their own animations, combinations, attacks, and so on. It's something different. It has to do with chaining different attacks in a row. So that's actually not what I wanted. Exact steps, no. Defeat a set number of enemies with risk 1 or less. Oh my goodness. Okay, complete a number of specified hollow missions. Nope. Reach a set number of auto attack effects. What's this one? Test attack speed down on foes of 80 plus. Attack speed down. This will work. Auto attacks just happen when you're fighting. So we should be able to do this and be able to make some progress. But due to the long nature of grinding in this game, if I have time, not only will I find a better place for me to do some leveling, I'll find a better spot. Actually, you know what? I want to try a different spot, though. I do want to go try a different spot. Because there's one area I want to go try that I think is actually a higher level than this. And believe it or not, it's back at the beginning of the game. Which is the interesting thing, because unlike most games, how Fragment was designed for you to go back through areas repeatedly. You're doing missions over and over and over again. Going through areas that are right now too tough, but later on are much easier. So because of this design, it's a lot more interesting to find out what's behind a door that you've never been in. The disadvantage to the design is that you have to remember where these high level areas are. So like when you first start the game, there's an area, this area over here that I'm going to is considered high level. Kick these guys. But it's because I think they're like 115 or so. So they're right about my level now. I'm hoping they're all higher than that, but I think they're about my level. And now that's normal. That's normal difficulty. It's no longer high level. And these guys are low level, and when you first run into them, it's not that they're low level, they're actually a big nuisance. Because the archers have a really high one hit. It's not that they have a lot of hit points. It's that they're hard to kill them quickly early on. Even though they're only 103s. So you have to kind of live with that. I'm gonna go this way. This is the area I think I want to be in. Yeah. I think this is the area I want to be in. Yes, these are 113s. This is the same as where we were before. Except these are a little higher level. Because these are the weak guys. Well, I really need like a 120 area. But this is good enough. This is a good area to start with. Or leveling up. Since we do need to gain a few levels before we can get to that boss. Now the advantage is, once we clear the last area boss, then the next zone that opens up, the abandoned area, that area is, I think, infinite, and it goes on for an extremely long period of time, if it's not infinite. And because it does allow you to go down forever, you can just go straight to the hardest level you can be on once you've earned the right to be there. It's like every couple of levels you get to start, and then you just keep on grinding through. And you can get down to like the 120, 130, whatever range. Once you get that far. It's a great place to grind and level up. Unfortunately, I don't have that until I can finish the Queen. See, here's a 17. That's what we really need. It's these higher level ones. But this particular game has a high grind curve. But like I said, as long as you're doing all of the side stories, you know, if you're doing all the side stories and the extra missions and following up all the other characters' stories and not just Philia's, then it's a lot easier. Because they'll take you to some of those other areas. Like here, she wants to go out with us. And we'd go somewhere else with her. Maybe to one of the higher level areas, maybe one of the areas you've already been to. But you also get experience for doing their missions and their side stories. And we also haven't touched the Infinite Tower yet. And going for level 100. I don't know if I'm going to do that particular story. Because that's another... I think it's another 40-hour story to do that. I think Infinity Tower is the Infinity Moment portion is another 30 or 40 hours. Really, Hollow Fragment's two different games put together. The climbing from level 76 to 100 was originally a game called Infinity Moment on the PSP. When they decided to re-release Infinity Moment on the Vita, they added a whole new game on top of it. And that is Hollow Fragment. Hollow Fragment is that whole new game, which is somewhere around where are we at now? I think all of our time, we're on day 8, and we're beginning about 3 hours. Let's just say 2.5 hours average. There's a couple of streams that are a little shorter and a couple that are a little longer, so let's say 2.5 hours average. We're on day 8 now. So we're at 16, 24. So yeah, we're right around 24, 25 hours in when we finish today. And it looks like because of my grinding, I'm gonna have to pick up about probably 2 or 3 hours of leveling. Just pure leveling. In order to get my characters up to where they're supposed to be for the last part of the story. But like I said, that's all part of what you're supposed to be doing along the way. And because you're kind of pushing to finish Philia's story, and I wasn't doing all the side content because of it, we didn't get as much experience because I wanted to do it in as few streams as possible. Knowing that it's a long storyline, knowing there's a lot of content in there, there's a lot of conversations. I mean, the first stream of this, I think almost the whole first 3 hours of gameplay was non-stop story. With a little bit of gameplay mixed in. And then basically like the second day was almost exclusively just grinding because we needed to level up before we could take on the first boss. But that's okay. I mean, that's, like I said, that's the whole point of the game. And when you figure the game's designed to take you to level like 200 or higher comfortably, which is since you start at level 100, it sounds like a lot because you're saying, oh, you grind to level 200, but you start at level 100. So it's really not as much as you think. You're only going up 150 levels. However, that's not where the content ends in this game. The content in this game actually goes higher than that because level 200 is where certain events become available. There's boss fights that don't become available until you're over 200. There's weapons, there's gear and items and equipment that isn't available until you've gotten to level like 150 or 200. Now, I don't remember if there's anything higher than that, like you have to get to level like 300 or 400. But I think 250 was the original cap in the game. And then they extended it, I think, to level 1000? But I might be wrong, I might be thinking of one of the other games. Alright, so... Right. So yeah, I think... So the max level is, looks like 300. So yeah, looks like the max level is 300 for this version of the game. There's other games that they've done where they made the level higher or lower or whatever. Now, the question is that people ask is, what do you do to get past level like 40? And it's like, there are places, there are creatures that are level 150 without leveling up the difficulties. But if you actually do the hollow missions and you level up the hollow missions, you'll get higher level quests and you get higher level zones. In addition, every time you level up the Infinity Moment portion, so every time you complete level 100, the game gets harder. So it starts out at level 86, I think it is. And then the next round, it adds 10 levels. So it starts in the 90s. And then it starts, and the next round after that, it'll be around 100. Clear sky is written on the back. Okay. So we can't do that yet. Not sure what that means, to be honest. Let's go on to the next zone and see if it's any higher level than this. And that'll be useful. If this happens to be higher level. More messages. Now it's silica. I was thinking. Like I said, you're supposed to go out with them and do all the different characters, and by doing that, you'll end up leveling up all of your friends. Not only do you raise their friendship level, which gives more stories that they can do, but you also raise their skill levels because they don't level up without you. In some of the Sword Art games, they will, but not this one. This one you have to take them out in order for them to level. So in order to make that easier for you, there's actually a skill that you can use. You guys have my triangle, I have the experience boost skill up there. Well, there's a second one that allows you to transfer all skill you gain to your partner to level them up faster. And the reason they did that is because they don't gain experience when they're not in a party with you. So I'm level 117 now, almost 118 actually. But if you look at my friends list, everybody else is in the 70s and 60s. They're all real low level. The only one that's leveled up is Philia. Coco doesn't count. She's different. But in order to do that, in order to level everybody up, what you do is you go to the skills under searching, and here, you take this one. You level up this one here, Crime Servant, and when you activate this one, it transfers all experience to the partner. So this gives you an experience gain. And then this one transfers everything to your partner. So you can level them up quickly when you do that. Give me a collapse. Oh, I need one more point. I need one more level before I can get Eclipse. That's fun. Ah, here we go. 18s. Fantastic. These dual hands work nicely. And the last hellish dual hands we looked at, down in the Sky Cave, they were only like 112. So these guys being 118s is going to be really nice. Sort of a little higher, but we go with what we got. So this area does not have an exit. That means we really want to make sure we know where we're going and what we're doing. 122s. That's what we need. Technically we need like 130s and higher, but these guys will do what we need. They'll suffice. Oops, I'm too far away. That was my mistake. So yeah, the game's really good. If you like, it's definitely a long play game. A lot of people like doing the, let's just run through the game real quick. You know, how fast can I grind through? And this isn't you can't really speed run this game. Because you can't speed run the game because you just can't grind it. You know, it's not a grindable game. I think I'm going to continue going this way instead, yeah. Just follow it around. Make sure we know exactly where we're going. Do the map thing. And so I guess we will go up here. Alright. Well. Excuse me. Everything for experience. That's all that matters, really. Like I said, it's a grind game. You know, people call it like Final Fantasy games or Dragon Quest games or some of the Korean MMOs like Black Desert. Like, oh, these games are really grindy. And it's like, yes, they are very grindy. And you may spend years, you know, grinding. You know, you may spend days or weeks grinding just to defeat special endgame content. In this game's case, there's sections of the game that you can't even play storyline-wise until you've reached, you know, level 150 or 200. I think the last section opens up at 250. So when you think, oh, the game has the next level 300, great. But when you realize that part of the game doesn't even open up until you get close to that. And in order to fight that, you're fighting these types of experience gains that I'm getting now. We're only talking a couple of thousands a good day. 500 here is pretty average. And it's actually a pretty decent experience. But when you're talking about the average experience you get, it's like 140. And that's with your boosts on. It gets to be a lot to go to the next level. Thankfully, we don't have that particular issue because we're not going that high. We're not going to be trying to reach max level. That's not our goal. Our goal is to do Philia's story. And then I'm going to evaluate if I want to do... I'll probably do something else afterward, do a different game. And then I might come back. So I could do a different game for a little while and then come back and do the second half, do the Infinity Tower. Do one on of that so you can see the story there. And you're a big bug. And I want to kick you, but 50! Wow, okay. You're a big bug. So this is what I was talking about. There are creatures in the game that you run into that are way above your level. It's not that you can't beat them. But you have to use a little bit of strategy. You have to think it through. And you have to pray you don't have, the ads aren't going to overbalance the fight in the opponent's favor. It's an important thing you got to balance out. Oh, got the stun off. And this isn't the highest level monster I've ever seen. I think I've seen as high as 160? I think. I think I've seen 160. Might be higher than that. I don't remember. It's been a while, and it is on my other account, my other profile. But the problem with that is, I don't know where that fight is. I have no way of knowing where in the whole game that particular encounter is at that level. I think it's down in the abandoned area. But I'm not 100% sure. I think the last fight in the abandoned area is like 158 to 165 or something like that, without leveling it up. like I said, you can level up. Scimitar. Really, scimitar. I can't use scimitars right now. Trying to max out my dual wielding skills. But now that I've leveled up, I've got enough to buy Eclipse or Nightmare Rain. I think I'll buy Eclipse first. No, I'm good. No. So I need 9 more points in order to get Nightmare Rain. And then once I have Nightmare Rain, I can change weapons while I level up. And then go from there. And I got a really nice spear not that long ago. So I might just go spear next. And then use dual wielding for bosses. Let's see, Eclipse. This is Eclipse. It's a really high count, medium damage. And it's a high damage, high count. It's good for bosses as long as you don't get stunned in the middle. It's not really good against multiple opponents because it is a single target attack, but it has a tendency to get broken fairly easily. So you can get knocked out of it. And that's just a bad thing. Alright, so yeah, let's go down. Oh, let's follow this around. But yeah, I don't use it because it's a long chain. And if you use attacks that have too much of a long chain on them, you end up wasting all that damage potential. So it's not necessarily a good thing to always use the most powerful attack all the time in this game. A lot of games you do. You want to do that. You always want to use your most powerful attacks. Or whatever is appropriate. But usually it's your highest level attack. And it's usually what you want to do. But not in SAO. Dude, that because I don't feel like bleeding. Bleeding sucks. It's a long dot that is just a nuisance. So I try to avoid bleeding. Whenever I can. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so we are coming up on 3 hours now. I started late. About 15-20 minutes. But we did gain 2 levels today. We started at 116 and we're now 118. We are going to finish this section of the dungeon though. Before we call it a night. But that's as far as we're gonna go. Let's go this way. It won't take us long to finish it. I think that level 48 was the highest level creature in here. It may have been the only boss creature in here. The only downside to this game is you can't see the maps of the zones you've been to unless you go there. So if you're looking for a boss that's babysitting a chest like that tick was, or that fire tick was, you have to go literally zone by zone by zone looking for it. And in most cases that's not too bad. It's just a little time consuming. But there are several maze-like areas in the game that I tend to not explore until I need to. And the reason I do that is because I get lost. And if I do a full exploration on it, I then have to try and remember how to get through. Majority of that, though, comes from I don't play the game every day. When I was playing this through the first time, I was playing it. It was the only game I was playing. I dropped 190 something hours into the game. And I did all of the major quest lines. I had all of the character side stories, except for a couple of them. There's a couple of side stories I didn't do. But that was mainly because it was characters. You have to get the characters' affinity and friendship up to level 5 in order to do all of their stories, and that takes a lot of time. It can take like 7 or 8 hours, I think it is, of very boring and tedious conversations in town, or longer out here, while you're doing this stuff. I'm going to show you Philia's in a second when I'm done. With this fight. So we're sitting around 25 hours of gameplay. And Philia is affinity rank 4. Now I don't have the benefit of being in town with her, where you can get rank a little faster by doing the boring, tedious conversations. But gives you an idea on how long it takes you to level up with just combat. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. Because the affinity conversations provide a lot of side character stuff. It's you can do some other additional story content with each character. You know, these things are available, but you do have to grind them up to basically level 5 affinity. And then once level 5 affinity, then you have to go through their stories. So yes, it looks like that was the only thing that was in here. Was that one boss with the one chest. But like I said, we are a third of the way up to level 119. And I believe we need to be 120 for that last boss. And we can't open this door in the upper left-hand corner until we're farther along in the story. There's another piece we're missing for that. So, on that note, can I use a teleportation crystal? Let's see. I think I'm in what's I think this is classified as a dungeon. So, which doesn't help. But thankfully, I can get back to the admin area fairly easily. It's not hard from here. Oh look, our goblin's back. I think we'll beat him up. I do. I think we'll beat this guy up and then go on from there. So, the implementation we have on at the moment is the extra attack or auto attack one, I believe. And hold on, let me check. Yes, and if I look at the implementation for it, I've done 6 so far. But if I come down here, I just let myself attack. We'll level this up quickly. This one is the only way to do this one is by not actually attacking, because if you hit the attack button, then you don't get it. The advantage is, I was saying there's that one you have to beat the hollow area. You hit the hollow mission with a risk less than 3. This is actually how you do it. And we're done, by the way. You just have to be able to do enough damage with auto attack in order to just auto attack everything to death during the hollow. It's really not that complicated. What's this one? Inflict extra auto attacks. See, this is the wrong one. Look at this one. I need 10,000. But it's damage. It's not even really that hard. Here, I'll show you. It's not complicated. I'll come in here. I'll do this thing, and you'll see. Hold on. Let me turn this on. And this is the kind of stuff that's really easy to do. Down in the Sky Cave. Because you have that one hollow mission to defeat the 6 treasures. That's what it's called. Defeat the 6 treasures. So here, watch this. You look at the damage already. This guy's not even dead and I'm already at 10,000. $15,000. 20,000. $26. 2 of these guys and we're like 1/3 of the way done with this particular hollow implementation. So we see to go over here and oh, look, there's another one. Okay, that's so fast it wasn't even displayed properly. That's funny. Shows you how fast our auto attacks are. If I do this, and then the other one is a stun rod. What was the other skill that did speed boost? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's because that grease pit gave me that debuff. Give me the evasion debuff. These are so low level. It's that evasion debuff. It's a pest. It causes high delays. And then when they have low hit points, it doesn't help. But I'm already up to 76,000. 80,000, so I only need a few more kills. 83,000. Don't go through that door. Over here, there's some more skeletons or something. And if I was in a higher level area where they have more hit points, stuff like this goes much faster. We're almost done. it's a nuisance. But like I said, once you get through it and you get all the easy ones out of the way, then you get to the harder ones where you actually have to work a little more, do a little more effort, use specific skills or what have you. And this one here, inflict total damage. Okay. So, we'll do this one. And then we'll go back to the administration area and we'll implement this stuff. And then we'll save. So, at that, element research. Turn all this stuff on. Unlock assessment. Yay. Unlocked assessment. The civilization affected Ironclad. So, if you actually check, see, this battle skill will then be available. And, it's in the skill tree somewhere. So you go into skills. You sit there and dig around in here somewhere. You'll find that skill somewhere. But you can't see it unless you already have it unlocked, so. Here it is. Here it is. This is the one I just unlocked. Outliner Spectrum. So I actually have to get either daggers to 3 or one-handed swords to 5 to unlock that one. But like I said, it's one of those things that it will be available for me once I get that far. And looks like powerful sword skills. Okay. Switch availability. Right. See, not all of them give you available benefits in Aincrad, but some do. It's like this one here. Clear a mission with risk 3 or less. I'm actually going to put this one on, because this is relatively easy with auto attack in low level areas. And I don't have to worry about my partner screwing it up. But there's some of them you have to worry about your partner screwing it up, like exact attacks and OSS. This is the same way, you just have to do this with auto attack. It's really easy. And in this case, you get a rapier skills. So in this case, I have to go to level 84, and if I can find the Ant Princess, she will drop this particular rapier. And it's the same with this one. I have to get the floor to 93rd floor in order to get this one to rank. So what you want to do is get to level 100, but don't clear the game. And then you do all these breaks, these skills, and then you'll actually unlock equipment. So like the one I was unlocking earlier, that one has nothing in it right now. That has nothing in it right now. This one here, this one I was working on. Not this one. Which one knows? That one's almost done. Not that one. This one. That's rapiers in it. But like this one here. 94. Beat the Arc Knight, you get this axe. This one here, go to 88th floor and beat this dude and you get these gloves. So, like I said, it's really useful, but in order to make use of this, you have to get to level 100 so that you can get all the items and equipment from here. And you can't even see the tree until you've unlocked all of these first steps. So, completing all of these is a quest line all by itself. Not to mention this special hollow area missions, and these are high level missions. These start at like 150 and go up. These are pretty hard. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to call it for tonight. So, I will debate if I want to try and grind up a few more levels between now and next week or not. I haven't decided yet. I might not. I might just do full play online on stream. So, if that's the case, then next week we'll start right here. If that's not the case, then I'll be a few levels higher. I haven't decided yet. But thank you for visiting. I do always appreciate it. And have a good evening.